Hey, it's your host Justin with the Nexus Vault, and today we will be talking about the Magnavox Odyssey. Released in 1972, the Magnavox Odyssey was the world's first home game console system to hit the market. Despite its pioneering status, the Odyssey had a relatively modest library of only 11 games. 11 games. Could you imagine only having 11 games to play? I probably own around 200 games, and I stare at them like I have nothing to play. Sometimes I just feel like we really don't appreciate what we have today. I feel like when we talk about the history of video games and what console came out first, what game was the first game ever, we talk about Atari's Pong. And yes, it's one of the first games to ever hit the market. But before Pong, there was Magnavox Odyssey's table tennis hitting the market in September 1972, while Pong was released in November of the same year. That's right. The same year it came out first, and now you have another random fact that you can tell someone when they say Pong was the first game ever created. Speaking of Atari, Magnavox sued them and other companies for cloning its table tennis game. The legal battle resulted in significant settlements, with Atari ultimately paying around $1.5 million to Magnavox. Don't worry though, Atari was not the only company to face penalties. Over the next few years, Magnavox would rack up around $150 million from other games stealing its ideas. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I think Atari stole Magnavox's idea, considering they only released 2 months after, but other companies definitely went after their idea and made a lot of money off of them. Now, this is the most interesting fact to me, because instead of using traditional graphics, the Odyssey would utilize plastic overlays that kids would hang over their TV screens to create various game environments. Could you imagine actually having to hang something on your TV to play a game? I don't think it was required for all the games. Like, for example, table tennis. I don't think you needed the little green tennis people to play that game. But something like an educational game where you were choosing the state, like where it was at, I don't really see how you could play without it. Of course, you could get the, easy states, California, Florida, Texas, but once you get into some of those states that are kind of out there, there's no way you would just know by looking at TV and placing a little white block where it needed to be. Now imagine this. You're playing your Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, whatever console you're playing, and all of a sudden your batteries die. And not in your controller, but on the console itself. Of course, for an additional price and sold separately, you could obviously get you a little cord to play with and plug in and then have unlimited power. So don't worry, parents. People weren't coming home and missing the batteries out of the remotes, because this thing took 6 C batteries. To be 100% honest with you, I don't even know where to get 6 C batteries today. I don't even know what takes C batteries besides little kid toys. Despite its pioneering status, the Magnavox Odyssey was ultimately considered a failure. Only selling 350,000 units, it wasn't commercially successful. And who can really blame them for considering that whenever their main competitor, the Atari, sold over 30 million units? It wasn't even a close battle. The Atari slaughtered the Odyssey over the course of their lifetime. Over Magnavox's run in the gaming industry, they would sell a total of 1.7 million consoles, including all of their Odyssey series. I personally would like to sit and thank Magnavox for their pioneering, their ingenuity, and everything else. They were the first game with a table tennis game, and they were also the first console to utilize a light gun, something that Nintendo would popularize later on with Duck Hunt. To wrap it up, its innovative design and gameplay inspired generations of gamers and game designers and laid the foundation for the thriving video game industry we know today. If you made it this far in the video, I would like to say thank you. It means a lot to me, as this is my first video and it took me a while to complete. I know it's not the prettiest, but as we grow as a channel and I get better at editing and recording, the videos will get prettier. If you have any requests, just let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Thank you.